What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make slime beats, like some LIL KEED, LIL GOTIT beats in 2020, and like some of the trends that I've seen in recent songs and how to like get that extra slime sauce, you know what I'm saying? And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I drop videos every day. And also before we get started, make sure to go follow me on social media at Viral, tap in with me, but let's get it. So I pretty much started with this bell sound, and this is the pattern that I played out. And as you can hear, it's pretty simple. It just revolves around like a C minor chord. You know, I just kind of played like arpeggiated, and then I also put like halftime on it, so this is what it sounds like after the effects. So I just kind of made it a little bit more ambient. You know, you don't want it to be like too obvious what's going on, so there's kind of like a level of sound that the rapper can rap on. Especially like slime beats are more melodic, you know. For slime beats, I would say the lower the BPM, the slimier it is, but like keep in mind the ideal range is like 110 to 120, so like anything lower than that, it kind of gets like to the DJ Mustard like zone, and anything closer to 100 is like West Coast. 105 to like 110, that's like no man's land. Like I don't really hear too much stuff in that range, so like 115, 118, that's like pretty slimy. So then next I added this synth layer, just like really subtle. You know what I'm saying? Just so like a little texture. So then after that, I put this mallet, and it's basically like another bell, but it's more like a creative pattern. So it's already like, you know, a nice little groove. So like after I added the mallet, the last thing I put in there for the melody is like a flute. And people say flute beats are like oversaturated and stuff, but like, I mean, all the hits are made with flutes and stuff, so like you gotta use a flute, you know, for slime beats. So it's literally like a simple flute pattern. I didn't go too crazy with it, you know, it just repeats. So you don't actually have to go like stupid crazy, because like I just wanted to leave room for the artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, after that you got a nice little melodic layer, so then you can add like drums, and drums are really what make the slime beats like go crazy, because you know, slime beats, Slatt beats have that distinct like rhythm that kind of, you know, like, you know what I'm saying, like that wave. I use the rim that Metro used in my Choppa Hate Fellas, because like it goes crazy, you know what I'm saying, like that rim. It like hits you in the head. Alright, so next I would say the most important part is the hi-hats, because the hi-hats really add that sauce. And like for slime beats, you kind of want to make the hi-hats like stop and go. I didn't put it on every 2 steps, like I have a lot of open spaces. It's cool to have a stop and go hi-hat pattern, and then like for the rolls, like you should go to 1/6 and really make that like triplet kind of roll. So a cool trick that you can do is like just make your rolls and then remove the last note over here, as I did like over here and like over here. Remove the last note, that kind of leaves it hanging, and it gives like a really cool slimy feel, like, you know what I'm saying, like it kind of makes it kind of offbeat a little bit. So next I would say the most important part is like the 808, honestly, because like that's what really determines the bounce of it. So I made the 808 hit on downbeats a lot, because like most of the time this is uncommon, but for slime beats it's really common. So by that I mean it hits on the same beat as like a snare would hit, or like a clap hits. So this is what it sounds like. So usually like If it was a faster tempo, it would sound kind of unnatural to put an 808, like especially where the clap hits. But for this beat, it sounded like pretty cool, so that's what I decided to do. Another thing is like the 808 goes pretty high over here, like octaves. You know, you kind of want to experiment with that. You know, if you leave the 808 pattern more empty, that kind of makes the notes hit harder instead of putting some extra shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like don't go too crazy with it. Another very important thing is the open hats, which kind of emphasize the downbeat, and this is what the pattern sounds like. So like I made it hit on the notes that the 808 hits just to emphasize that downbeat again, and then I put a second open hat just to kind of emphasize some upbeats. You know, nothing too crazy overall, but it really gives it a unique feel when like there's two open hats kind of doing different grooves. And then the last thing I actually added is, you know, this snare that does some rolls and stuff, which is also a very slimy thing to do. It's just cool to have those snare rolls that like emphasize the end of the bar before the next bar comes in, so it's like a cool ending kind of technique. All right, now let me show you guys the final arrangement and show you guys how I turned those patterns into a full beat. So I basically just started with the bells and then brought the synth and the mallet like for the intro section, and then the hook pretty much just starts with all their same melodies. You know, you just kind of want to make the patterns like interesting, so you know, take out some stuff, and then I also switched the rim into like a clap over here, so this is what that sounds like. You know, it's kind of like a softer thing to do because the rim like hits really hard, so I feel like after the hook it's kind of nice to just bring the energy down a little bit. But all right, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll play you guys the full beat. Hopefully this breakdown was helpful. If you guys want more videos like this, let me know in the comments, and also if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I'll see you guys later.